So just taking your time. It's coming to find you're comfortable lying down. And that doesn't matter if you've got the legs bent up or the feet flat out on the floor. Just taking your time, just settling in here. Just being sure that the chin is tucked in just so the back of the neck is long. And as you lay here, just tuning in to the breath. As you do this, just hearing the sounds of each inhale and exhale, and the movements that each breath makes as the chest and tummy rise and lower with the exhale. And you focus only on the breath, just allowing the mind to clear. Just any thoughts just drifting away, leaving the mind empty and the body calm and still. And with time, observing just as the breath naturally lengthens, their awareness just drawing inwards. And then let's take our usual 3 long deep breaths, the pause between each. To inhale, filling the chest and tummy, a gentle pause as we exhale, sighing the breath away. Twice more. And when we've had those 3, just letting that go, just observing any difference in the breath. And then we'll move it in towards the neck, just gently rotating the head from side to side. As much or as little as you like, just easing into these neck muscles. And then bringing the head back to center in stillness. Just being sure that chin is still tucked. As we bring it into the wrists. You're rotating these wrists gently side to side. Just being sure to go both ways. Now, you can keep the wrists going if you want or let them stop. As we bring it into the ankles as well. Just nice loose movements as we awaken the body. Lovely. And then slowing that down. As we bring the palms down by our sides, palms facing down. Ready to reach and stretch. So as we inhale, reaching these arms up overhead, stretching them out as much or as little as you like. As we exhale, gently back down to the sides. Twice more. Inhale and reach, feeling the lift in the chest. And slow and controlled. As we exhale, slowly back down. Final one. If you wish, flex the toes away as well. Stretch across the front. As we exhale, loosening the toes, palms back down. Just have that little wiggle off if you like. And then let's inhale. Drawing these knees in towards the chest. Shoulders drop. And it's up to you. You can have a gentle rock side to side. Or just enjoy the stillness if you prefer. And as we slow this down, coming back to center, we're going to inhale, either bringing the arms out to shoulder height, or if you don't have the room, elbows out, palms up. And with these knees, can we bring the knees above the hips? This will work into the core. And then we're just going to exhale over into a twist. These knees over to any side. And if it's comfortable, take a look over the opposite shoulder. If it's not comfortable, don't do it. As we release around into this twist, it's observing that lift in the chest on the inhale. As we exhale, maybe the body just giving in a little bit more. And when we're ready, let's inhale back to center. Again, just checking those knees and hips alignment. As we exhale over onto this side. Releasing around, seeing if this lung is now more prominent. And just observing with time as the body just gives in. And then inhale back to center. Again, bringing those knees above the hips, working into the core. And then you can do them both at the same time if you like. It's just a nice challenge for the brain. Can we inhale, one leg up, the other foot on the floor? There we go. Now with that foot that's in the air, point that heel up. The leg doesn't have to be straight, but if it does, it's feeling the stretch in the back of the leg. And then, slowly, can we exhale? So we're lowering the leg in the air, so the knees are level with knees. On the inhale, reach that leg a little longer. Can we exhale the leg lower still, somewhere between the ankles and knees? Inhale and reach. Exhale, lowering it so it hovers off the floor. Then exhale as it goes to the floor. And let's hug this knee in. So this knee individually. That's it, just giving it that squeeze and opening into this hip. If you wish, inhaling the head up towards the knee, seeing if that presses the lower back on the mat. And then Let's exhale. Head slowly down. So you bring the arms back. Now again, all at once if you like. Inhale one leg up, the other foot on the floor. Same again. As we inhale, pointing this heel up, maybe the leg lengthens. And then let's move. So exhale, lowering the legs so the knees are level with knees. On the inhale, reaching that leg a little longer if it'll go. So we exhale, lower still, somewhere between ankle and knee. And inhale and reach. As we exhale, as it lowers, hovering off the floor. Inhale and reach. Then exhale, onto the floor. As we inhale, hugging this knee in this time. That squeeze in. And if you like, inhaling the head up towards the knee. Seeing if there's any difference on this side. And then exhaling the head back down. Checking the chin is still tucked. Let's bring the other knee in. So we're hugging both knees in individually. As we draw these knees out and up to the side of the chest. So working into the hips. Lovely. And then let's bring the knees together. Take a hug around the back of the thighs. Either ready to rock yourself up to sit or coming any other way that you like. If you're rocking up, it's massaging through the spine. As we come up, finding the spine nice and long. Again, that chin tucked. And just settling down. Just tuning back into our breaths. Letting everything just settle here. Just hearing those sounds and those subtle movements. And then we'll work back into the neck as we circle it. So in your time to begin, exhale the head over to any side. And as we inhale, we're circling around 180 degrees. And then we exhale back the other 180 degrees. Twice more, so it's a slow movement as we do a full circle to an inhale and an exhale. Now, when you've done 3 this way, we're just going the other way. So it'll be the opposite breath. I think it's an exhale as we go back and around. If it's an inhale, that's fine. And the other breath, forward and back. Twice more. And then with those 3, just bringing that head slowly back. Of course, taking your time, your breath. So we find that lengthened position again, nice and long in the spine, and that chin tucked. Settling again, ready to move it into a side stretch. As we inhale, reaching one arm up, That reaches, that stretch in the side. Exhaling over. Now, wherever the bottom hand lands, maybe the elbows on the floor, it doesn't have to be. Can we reach this top arm along that little bit more? The body gives in with each exhale. Now, to work across to the other side, we're going to walk our way over. So let's exhale as the top palm comes down. Inhaling as we walk it out to center, you can stretch the spine. Exhaling over, second side, wherever that palm lands. That's it. Inhale, reaching the new top arm up. That exhales over. That's it, we got it. No, you had it. Yep. Inhale, that reach in the top arm. Maybe exhale as the body gives in, but don't force it. And then this time, can we use the core? As we inhale, lifting both arms up. Palms together. Exhaling down slowly back to heart center. Shoulders dropping. Lovely. Now let's give the shoulders a go. So we can bring the palms onto the shoulder blades. Now whether it's fingertips or palms, it doesn't matter. Let's inhale those elbows up to shoulder height. Now before we circle, let's just exhale. Can we send the elbows back? Feeling a stretch across the front of the chest. Let's inhale those elbows back. As we exhale, reaching them forward, stretching into the shoulder blades. As we inhale back. Now, time for circles. So as we start small, circling these elbows. And with time, the circles may get bigger. It's going as big or as small as you like. Now it might come to the stage as we make space, stretching the shoulder blades. As we inhale, squeezing them together. And then let's slow this down. Ready to go the other way. So as those elbows come back, start circling the opposite direction. Now as you work up, you can combine the breath if you like. Doesn't matter if it's an inhale or an exhale, reaching up, exhaling down. Lovely. And then slowing this one down until that comes back. And we can just sigh the arms down. Just give everything just a little shake, wiggles, whatever the body wants. Loosening up. And then ready to work our way through to all fours. Any way you like. Maybe rolling over the knees. And then are all fours. Whether you're on the fists or the palms is totally up to you. With the knees under the hips. Ready to work in cat. So as we inhale, curling from the base of the spine, looking up. And the exhale, again curling from the base. As we curl to look down or through the legs. Breath by breath. And as you move, taking a deeper bend in the elbows as you like. It's feeling through each of those vertebrae in the spine. As we make space in the discs and compress them. And then from here on the exhale, curling down as normal, as we sink the hips back into our child position, adjusting so it's comfortable. It's allowing the chest and head to just sink down to the mat. It's letting the body release, tuning back into the breath. Everything settling. And then, in the next inhale, keeping the chest and head low, can we slither our way through onto our fronts? So as we inhale, reaching forward, slithering through. Now adjust if you need. So we wind up with the palms in line with the chest, ready for Cobra. So whenever you're settled, that inhale as we power through the hands, reaching up high or low, maybe looking up. As we exhale, tensing the buttocks, peeling that spine down. Twice more. Now inhale and reach. Shoulders dropping as you lift. Exhaling down. Slow and controlled movements. Third one this way. Now, when you exhale down on the third time, just take a brief rest. You can just rest one cheek on the mat. Just letting the body just settle in here, feeling the connection between you and the mat. And then I'm going to lift up again, but hold for 3 breaths this time. It can be less if you like. So with the head back in center, inhale, powering up, lifting up. That look up, now we're holding. So with each inhale, feeling that chest expand. Maybe while the hips almost sink down. When we've had those 3 breaths, slow exhale, peeling down again for a brief rest, this time resting the opposite cheek on the mat. Just settling, feeling the difference in the body. And that breath lengthening. And then on an inhale, just going to lift ourselves through to all 4s. Inhale, lifting ourselves up. Now we're going to get ready to come down to a variation of cat. So what we can do, we can bring the soles of the foot together. Now the toes can touch, it's not as if they have to be in with each other. Let's widen these knees roughly to the edge of the mat, maybe a tad wider. And then just lower these hips down towards the heels. Then let's reach the arms out, whether it's on the elbows where they're reaching, so that chest and head can just lower down. So it's effectively cat, but the knees are much wider. As we hold here, gently easing into these hips. And when we're ready, slowly inhaling our way back to all fours. As we get ready to lift into our downward dog. So with the toes tucked and the palms planted. Let's inhale as we power through these legs. Lifting the hips up to the sky. As we exhale, that chest and head just sinking through. And as we hold our dog, it's up to you. Maybe you want to take a walk from foot to foot. Or just enjoy the stillness. If you're still walking, it's coming back to stillness just for a breath or two. And then let's inhale it slowly through to our forward fold. Maybe walking the feet to the hands to the feet. So we just let everything hang. Whether you're holding elbows, the arms hang, or the ankles. Just giving the head a little wiggle just so it's nice and loose. And just feeling that release within the lower back. And then in your time, let's slowly inhale as we uncurl up to our standing. Finding the spine nice and long, those feet planted. Chin tucked. As we settle back into the breath. Sorry, I'm a bit tangled in the wire. And there we go, shoulders dropped. That quick wiggle, wrists, ankles, shoulders, whatever we want it to be. And then, as we bring this back, you shall move this inhale, reaching, stretching up. And this plants everything nicely. As we exhale, the hands back, heart center. Once more. Lovely. Bring these palms down by the sides. Ready to move in a short sequence. So finding ourselves nice and long, let's move it into chair. So a big inhale, scooping the arms up. Can we exhale, sitting on that imaginary stool. Now remembering the hips, they're not poked out, they're tucked in. And the shoulders are dropping, they're not crunched up. Each inhale is that expansion of the chest, almost as if the fingers are reaching longer. Maybe you exhale down a bit more. Thighs might be on fire by now. Good, good. Just exhale. Arms down. Now a massive inhale. Let's scoop up. Exhaling it all back. Heart center. That feels nicer now. Lovely. Those arms by the side. Ready for warrior two. One foot forward, the other back. Hips to the side or just slightly off. With the hands on the hips. Let's inhale up nice and tall. That's it. And exhale. A bend in the front leg. Taking that peak or that knee and ankle in alignment. Good. As we inhale, arms up. Maybe looking over these front fingers if you feel balanced. And just holding it here. So with each inhale, expansion of the chest. Extending the arms. Maybe you exhale, lowering a little more. Only if you do, you don't have to force it. If you do lower gradually though, remember to take another peek at that ankle and knee. Holding it, so tuning into that breath. Energizing inhale. And the relaxing exhale. Nice. Now, we're going to work our way to the other side, but first a forward fold. So on an exhale, the back arm is almost like a lunge. Doesn't really matter where things land. Can we inhale through to center? Front leg will lengthen. These feet probably need to adjust, whether they're out to the sides or pointing forward. And just enjoy the wide leg forward fold. Just exhale. Just letting that head just lower down. The release in the back. Just tuning into the breath again. Now, can we get ready for the other side? So inhaling over to the second side. Don't worry too much about placement of feet and ankles yet. And inhale up to our warriors. Now you'll be facing the other way. Now you will need to check these ankle and knees. Checking the back toes are pointing in. Hips open. And there we are. We're looking over these front fingers. Tuning into the breath, expansion in the chest, lengthening the arms. And the exhale, maybe we lower. It's finding everything calm and still. Nice. Now, next exhale, we're going back into a wide leg forward fold. So exhaling the top arm down. And inhale towards center, leg lengthening, adjusting these feet as you need. And exhale, just letting everything hang. Hands can either be on the floor, holding ankles or the elbows. It's a nice, relaxing position. And then, slowly inhaling back through to our center. Nice and tall. Either a zigzag or a big step in. That's it. Now, how do we feel about doing another chair? We can say no. I've got an alternative. Oh, so I got a thumbs up. I got more than one. Okay, we're going for it then. I got carried away with our twisty, so I forgot the chair part. So we know the drill. Now, we can extend it if we want. So, big inhale, scooping up. Maybe you lift the heels. Can we exhale, sinking down? Now, if you haven't lifted the heels, you can lift them here if you want. If you have lifted the heels, it's an awful lot harder on these thighs. So remember, you can always lower them down. But let's change it. So exhale these hands to heart center, wherever the heels are. Remembering that inhale up, and exhale, rooting down. But can we make it a twist? So inhale, opening to one side. The elbow might come on thigh, but don't force it. Now we're not holding. Exhale back. Inhaling other side. And inhale back. Holding for a second, I think we'll be suitably on fire. Just exhale down. Now if you're not on the heels yet, can you come up as we inhale, scooping up. And exhale, heels down, hands heart center. Nice. Now that shake wiggle off probably means a lot more now. Well, let's work into a balance. So if you do want a wall, you can get yourself set up. But wherever we are, let's just settle these feet. So we root them down. Just inhale, just lifting all the toes up. Probably feeling some muscles in these legs activate. Exhale, spreading them down. Now you can shift the weight a little around the hips if you want. Just feeling all those micro muscles in the feet activate. And then, as we come back, nice and lifted. Rooting these feet down. As we inhale, the heel away from the wall if you're using one. As we lift it up, maybe just onto the toes or maybe right up. In line with the hips, observing this lift in the chest. Exhaling that knee out to the side, you have the wall or an arm as a balance. A subtle bend in the standing leg. If we're ready, tucking the foot in to wherever it goes. Finding the balance. When you're ready, inhale one arm or both. They come up, palms together. Exhaling down, heart center. If you're feeling a bit unbalanced, subtle bend in the standing leg. And it's this inhale filling the chest. This just helps our center of gravity. Letting the shoulders drop. Just finding our calm and stillness here. Letting the breath settle and the mind calm. We're making our roots through the standing foot. Nice. Now, just to change it up. Shouldn't have said that quite. Can we inhale? So coming back to the starting position, this knee in line with the hips. And as we exhale, bend in the standing leg. Can we send this leg back? And this top half will want to reach forward. That's it. Now, adapt it as you need. If you want the hands to reach down to the floor or a wall, let it happen. And if you've come down to your position, you can maintain the bend in the standing leg or lengthen it. This is your choice. Lovely. Now this is the hard bit. So can we inhale? We're bringing that knee back in front, the bend in the standing leg, really working this thigh. And exhale it down. Lovely. Come here first. That was fun. Let's get ready for the other side. Just planting these feet down again. Shake, wiggle the ease off. When we're ready, we inhale, lifting the opposite heel either onto the toes or up. Remembering this lift in the chest, subtle bend in standing leg. Exhaling it out to the side. Have the wall or an arm as a balance. When you're ready, tucking that heel in. Doesn't matter if it's high or it's low. Finding your stillness. When we're ready, inhale that big reach up. We exhale back to heart center. Shoulders dropping. Rooting down through the standing foot. Just tuning into the breath. Finding that calm and stillness. Observing the difference on this side. It's very likely there'll be some. And then, can we get ready to fly on this side? So if you're ready, that inhale, bringing the knee back in front. Bend in the standing leg just so it's loose. Now exhale, sending the leg back. And there'll come a point where the top half just naturally wants to come with it. You reach that back leg out, either maintaining the hands at heart center, holding a wall or the floor. Whether you keep the standing leg bent or it straightens. Lovely. Alison, just look down. Just ease the neck off. That's it. And then slowly inhale that bend in the standing leg as we lift back up. Exhaling it down. Lovely. And we're back. So I know I said quite calming and slow. I maybe missed the strong part. But let's come down. So a forward fold. So we find ourselves nice and tall. Exhale, tucking the chin, rounding the shoulders. Bending the knees. Letting gravity just draw us down. Just using the abdominals as brakes. Just that slow release through each of the vertebrae. And then slowly inhale that bend in the standing leg as we lift back up. Exhaling it down. Lovely. And we're back. So I know I said quite calming and slow. I maybe missed the strong part. But let's come down. So a forward fold. So we find ourselves nice and tall. Exhale, tucking the chin, rounding the shoulders. Bending the knees. Just letting gravity just draw us down. Just using the abdominals as brakes. That slow release You found the forward fold. Wherever you want the arms. If the legs are straight, just have a subtle bend in them. See if that just eases the lower back a bit more. When you're ready, let's just inhale, stepping it through to downward dog. Maybe walking the hands forward, stepping the feet back. Those hips lifted to the sky. Exhaling the chest and head down. Now you can hold for several breaths, or if you don't want to, come down via all fours and into child. But if we're still up, think about coming down in the next breath or two. Sinking back to our child pose. Chest and head just melting to the mat. Observing that breath. Finding the stillness. So letting everything just lengthen and calm. When we're ready, that slow inhale back through to our all fours. Just ready to work in cat, but we're making it our circle cat. So as we inhale, curling up. On the exhale, circling around as we curl down. Inhale, circling back up. Breath by breath. There's not a right or a wrong way. Lots of things will move. It's feeling around the spine, the ribs, the chest, the neck, everywhere. But we've only been circling one way. Let's circle the other as well. Just keeping it even. And when we feel we've worked evenly, coming back to center and stillness, ready to come and lie down any way you want, whether it's crossing the ankles as we roll over them. Now as we scoot to the front of the mat, final last bit of work for the core. With that loose bend in these knees. Inhale, the spine nice and long. Lift the arms if you like. Keeping the gaze forward. Can we exhale? Peeling the spine down. Vertebrae by vertebrae. Finding our lying down. When we're down, just hugging those knees in towards the chest. Having a rock side to side. As the knees roll one way, maybe the head goes the other. And then we come back to center. Just Just inhale these arms and legs up into the air. Just feeling the shoulder blades pressing on the mats and the lower back pressing on the mat. And in time, you can begin to rotate the wrists and ankles. To being sure to go both ways. And then inhaling the arms through the legs, taking a hold of the outer edges of the feet as we draw these knees out and up to the sides. Maybe rocking, maybe still. And then, in your time, exhaling your way down, finding your comfortable relaxation position in whatever variation that is. The arms either by the side, the knees bent or flat out on the floor. It's whatever is comfortable for you. As you lay here, it's feeling the connection between your body and the floor. Noticing each point connecting the body to the floor. And you begin to feel a heaviness of the body sinking into the floor. As you come to notice the breath, feeling the tummy rise and fall, and the chest rise and fall. Feeling the lightness of the body as you bring the awareness to the breath. The body completely relaxed. The mind completely aware. The body feeling light. Bring your awareness to the toes, feeling the toes on the right foot. As you envision the toes attached to your left foot, the left big toe, fourth toe, third toe, second toe, pinky toe, the left foot, the heel, the sole of the left foot, the ankle, the whole of the left foot, the right foot, the right big toe, fourth toe, third toe, second toe, pinky toe, the right foot, heel, sole of the right foot, the ankle, the whole of the right foot, both feet together. The left leg, the shin, calf, knee, thigh, the left buttock, the whole of the left leg, the right leg, shin, calf, knee, thigh, right buttock, the whole of the right leg, both legs together. The hips, the lower back, the mid back, upper back, whole back, the whole back, the whole back. Left shoulder blade, right shoulder blade, left shoulder, left upper arm, elbow, left lower arm, wrist, left hand and fingers, right shoulder, right upper arm, elbow, right lower arm, wrist, right hand and fingers, both arms together, the chest, ribs, tummy, the whole of the front body, the whole of the front body, whole of the front body. The neck, back of the head, forehead, left eyebrow, right eyebrow, left eye, right eye, left cheek, right cheek, jaw, tongue, lips, chin, throat, the whole of the head, the whole head together, the whole body together. Feel the lightness of the whole body together. Relaxed, feeling heavy, sinking into the floor, relaxing the whole body. Feeling the body connected to the floor. Feeling the awareness within the body. In your time, you can begin to wiggle the toes and fingers as you make small movements. And in time, if you like, hugging the knees in towards the chest, having a quick rock or enjoying the stillness. At any point, rolling over to any side, with a brief moment of pause. Gently opening the eyes and lifting yourself up to your comfortable seated position. finding the spine long and light. And that chin tucked. For a few last conscious breaths. As we inhale, reaching these arms up, palms together. Exhaling everything back to heart center. Bowing our heads. Namaste.